Good morning. Well, today we're looking at a mixture of some warm spells of sunshine, but a few afternoon showers will develop across northern and western areas of the UK. So, with a bit more detail, we'll start off with the weather picture.
That's alright, that's alright.
I'm going up.
Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. My mother, how you walking long? Your feet may slip and your soul may low. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your mother been born to die. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright, it could be alright, it could be alright. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. My mother, how you walking long, your feet might slip on your soul may low. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright.
Stourhead.
What a Stourhead.
Stourhead is where we are right now, Grayson. It's a National Trust Park. What do you think about my my socks and shoe look?
I don't know why you're doing it. I'm confused by it.
It's the look. It's like.
How did you find out about the look?
Well, look at the guys around here. They're all doing it.
Did you make it up by any chance?
I just think it looks cool. I think it's the look. I think it's the fashion.
Is it actually?
I think so. Yeah.
Mum, can we open the cake now?
I've got a feeling that somebody wants some cake.
Me.
Oh, how do I guess?
Now we can go.
Where do you want to go?
What, behind there?
You want to go behind there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on then.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Do you know one thing that really scares me about dying one day? Never having a National Trust baked potato again. Imagine eternity without a National Trust baked potato.
Please, can you open?
I don't know how they get them so good. He wants to get to them.
Can you say dada? Say dada?
You can say mama, dada,
Yeah.
g for Grayson, and yeah.
Looking at you through my screen, and you're smiling back at me. You're stuck in a song.
You can say thank you. That's how.
Thank you.
He's already said that.
Thanks, Mum. Oh wow. It's
Proper Bakewell.
proper Bakewell. Bakewell is my favourite cake by far. For Bakewell National Trust. It doesn't get more twee than this, does it? I might have to graffiti something. I'm so happy we got them back, like they're normal again. Last week was... You don't like that? You don't like Bakewell? What is wrong with you?
I love Daddy jumped straight on that saliva-coated Bakewell.
You could coat that in anthrax and I'd eat it.
Last week was probably one of the hardest parenting weeks ever.
Yeah, I'd say it was. That was one of the hardest weeks of my life.
I guess that's the thing though, when you have more than one, they just catch things off each other, don't they?
Imagine having like 4 and they're all ill.
God, I can't imagine it. I think I'd book a nanny and move out for a week.
Get off my back.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
All the ants are going to have a feast after we leave, Grayson,
Why?
because they'll love all these crumbs that we've left behind.
Is this from the cake?
I thought you didn't like the cake.
What? I like the crusts instead.
I like the crusts. You're like a little
I
pigeon.
love how R's are W's, crusts, and W's are V's. I will.
So Grayson, are you looking forward to starting school in September?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Oh good. It's going to be so much fun. All your friends are going to be there. You're going to go on loads of cool outings. It's going to be amazing.
And there's a castle.
What?
In your playground there's a castle.
And you get to play on it every day.
Every single day?
Yep.
Every day?
Yep.
Every day you go there?
Yep.
Stop! I want my Lego man. You.
Good save.
Good save.
This little guy has just learned to pull himself up to standing. Yeah, you're very happy about it, aren't you? Who's that? It's you. Really?
Shadows settle on the place that you left. Our minds are troubled by the emptiness.
I really want a caravan.
You do, you honeybee.
Time from the perfect start to the finish line. And if you're still breathing, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us are heaving through corrupted lungs, setting fire to our insides for fun, collecting names of the lovers that went wrong, the lovers that went wrong.
I'm just about to drop Grayson off at preschool. He's finally well enough to go back. Yeah. He's really looking forward to it.
We are dropping off at
He does this really annoying thing now where he basically repeats everything I say. I am gonna go and do a hot yoga class and then go home and do some work. I should be making a YouTube video and probably taking photos and doing a blog post and Instagram and stuff, but you know when everything gets on top of you a little bit and you're like, okay, I just need to do some like mum stuff today. Gotta do all that rubbish, so all the stuff that you don't realise that I do. Anyway, we're gonna be late, so we better go.
A lot of you guys watching will know what Wantfeed is. You would have heard me talk about it over the last few years. It's my tech startup company. I set it up about 5 years ago now. A lot of you watching might have even invested in it when I did this crowdfunding campaign a couple of years ago. And I got some good news, but before I tell you the good news, let me just explain what Wantfeed is to all the people who are new to this.
I'm all finished. I could not zone out today. I don't know why.
Essentially, it's a site that pulls in the best products that are on all the millions of different websites into one place and then financially rewards people for doing that. So say if you find something like you're on Urban Outfitters and you see some awesome jacket and you list it to Wantfeed. You don't even have to buy it yourself. You might just list it and it becomes popular. Somebody else buys it. you make money. To pay somebody to want something is quite a unique concept.
Say mama.
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 I've been working on this thing for a long time. While trying to run our YouTube stuff, working on building a tech startup, it's taken me to the edge, guys. But we're at a really good place now because we've just come out of beta. It's not perfect. It's getting there. We've got a few tweaks here and there to do, like a couple of things that aren't right, but we're pretty much there. The apps are being developed, so they're off in the background as I speak now, being worked on. So the Android app and the iPhone app are being developed, but the website's up and running. So I now need to ask you guys to help us out and go over and use it. It's always dangerous telling our viewers to do that, because whenever I say that, it crashes our site. The servers just combust into flames because of all the traffic that go over to it. But if it's not very responsive when you go over there, just please do bookmark it and come back to it, and maybe list some products and make some money on it, because that's what it's there for. It's there for people to make money.
Ta.
I'm going to make a video with Hannah over the next couple of weeks, which kind of explains exactly how to do it, how to create collections and how to list an item, and how do you add an image if our website can't pull the image from the website, all that kind of stuff. We're going to do a little video explaining how it works.
Drew's favourite thing in the whole world to eat at the moment is natural yogurt. Isn't it? You get so excited when he sees the pot. He's like, So I'm mixing it with something I made of him yesterday. I poached some pears. If someone had told me like 5 years ago that one day I would love somebody so much that I would poach pears for them, I'd tell them to sod off. Basically what I'm saying is I kind of need your help now. I need you to go over and sign up to it and try and list a few products to it, try and make some money on it, and just help me out with it. I would really, really appreciate it. Let me know if you make any money on it. Well, I can see anyway from the back end, but good luck. Make lots of money, find some cool products, make some money. Yeah, that's it. I mixed it with some strawberries and now you're having it with your favourite yoghurt. Is it good? Also, just had a really exciting little delivery, which I will open with you guys in a minute. It's a couple of prototypes for a necklace and a new ring for my website. I haven't actually seen them myself yet, so I thought maybe we could open them together on camera. I've just balanced you on top of my moisturiser. Ooh, I like the boxes. Okay, so I've got 2 new rings in 2 different types of gold. This is the first look at the design. So I've just got to choose between these 2 different types of metals. So I decided to do a necklace that matches the first ring that I've released. So this is the necklace. I think I may change the chain because I feel like the chain's a little bit big, but I really like the actual design. Good stuff.
What are you doing behind the sofa, you cheeky monkeys? You're not allowed to be there. You're not allowed to be behind the sofa. That's not allowed. Come on, mister. Let's go.
Coming.
But my only regret was that I never told your family you're here. And my only regret was that I listened to the stories that you tell.
You know what they're calling London now? They're calling it Lawless London.
I love how the media do that with London.
Everyone is terrified of London who doesn't live in London.
Yeah.
$8 miles an hour is the average speed limit in London, you know. 8 miles per hour.
Do you ever think about that when you're like just walking along, or if you're in traffic or something? You see all these people and you're like, I wonder where you live. I wonder who your family is.
Yeah.
I wonder what you do. I wonder if you're happy.
I was thinking the other day about what art could potentially be. Like what it is. What is art? And I was thinking about this. I was thinking, we're teaching our kids every day how to be like civilized humans. We're struggling a bit with Grayson, but we're teaching them essentially to build walls that they can live inside, and they're safe walls. And we all live in our own little kind of walled garden almost. And outside of that wall is all the chaos and destruction and fragility. And what art is, in a way, is all the fractures in the wall that have shone through. All the stuff that's outside of the wall is kind of what, essentially where we're all from and what we all are and the essence of us. But we're taught that's a bit, well, that's not really conducive to having a civilized society to embrace too much of that. So we live inside these walls. So when you see interesting artwork, what that normally is just like the outside shining in.
Left. Someone else's perception of it.
Somebody else's perception of it. Somebody's chipped away at the wall a little bit and they've fractured it and it's shone something through and you can see that thing for an instant. I was thinking that when I was struggling to come up with ideas in the videos, I was like, I feel so imprisoned by my own limitations. I feel so like trapped by my own limitations. I'm like, I can see these walls that I've built myself and I want to get over them, or I want to at least just venture out for a bit, but not too far, but just for a bit so I can get inspiration.
I don't know where we're going to park.
No, I don't know where we're going to park.
We finally managed to park. We left about 9 o'clock. It is now 2 o'clock. 5 hours to get to London because of London traffic. I have now London traffic dad rage, so I need to power walk to our meeting and power walk off some of this dad rage. I'm never coming back to this city ever again. It gives me too much stress. What I should have done is I should have just illegally parked outside the office and taken the ticket, because I would pay double what a car parking ticket would cost to not have this rage and stress right now. Learned my lesson. You're going to meet the team, Rufus. You excited? Yes, there we are, Glean Futures. Glean Futures. It's all about the future. Let's talk future. Listen, you bastards. Hey! Good to see you. How's things, mate?
Oh, yeah, good, thank you. Perfect.
See you later. Glean Futures. Remember, you're the future. Be the future.
Why do you always
be the
put the
future
camera
you
on me?
want to be.
That's so annoying.
Be the person you want to be, Hannah. Be the future. He's the future. And you're the future too. Hey, mister, did you love being cooed over? Did you love that? Did you love all the attention from the girls? Yeah.
He had like 6 women crowded around him.
Come on then, NCP, what are you going to do to me? What's the damage? £24.
Ah, get me out.
Yeah.
My brain is fried, conies. My brain is fried.
I feel like I want
After
a scalp
250 yards, turn left onto Euston Road.
Give you a little scalp massage.
Scalp, not sculp.
Scalp. It's quite difficult juggling a baby in a meeting. It's alright at the beginning, but then once they start getting bored, you're trying to concentrate on what someone's saying to you and entertain somebody at the same time, and your mind's in like 2 very different places. So yeah, it's hard. What would you want to do if we came up to London for one weekend or another?
Go to the theatre. I'd like to go to the theatre. We could go and see that play Tanya Burr's in. I'll check the reviews later. God, no wonder nobody likes us in this industry.
Morning everybody. My friend Lucy is popping over today with her little boy Harry. I'm so excited because we haven't hung out properly in a really long time. I don't think since this little guy was born. I've been to her hen do and stuff, but not alone, so I'm really excited to see her. Yes! Grayson is watching his new favourite film at the moment. He has been watching it over and over and over ever since I let him watch it.
Please, because I'm watching this.
He absolutely loves it. It's The Witches by Roald Dahl, which Stef read him. So he absolutely loves it. I don't know why he's not scared. I was so scared of that film when I was little. But anyway, Gonna get this guy down for a nap and get ready for the day.
A faraway fireplace, it's where I shiver. Rather than shivering at home.
Good to see you, mate. Right, I'm alright.
I will try to save your soul. I will try to save your soul.
This here is called a dead cat. It breaks up the wind. Let me show you what it sounds like if I don't have a dead cat. I have nowhere to put it, so I'm thinking maybe just slot it in there, and then I kill two birds with one stone. It looks like I'm very virile. At the same time, I'm getting good audio. Anyway, I've come up here to answer a question that I get asked almost on a daily basis. Where's Tom? Where's the guy that was working with you for a while?
I always do this when I see Lucy, but I've totally forgotten to vlog for like 3 hours. So I just thought I would grab the camera. I think it's because we don't see each other very often, and then when we do see each other, we're like, like we literally just don't come up for air. But we're just gonna have a coffee now, and then take our wild children to the park to burn off some energy.
Tom was a guy who came in for about 2 or 3 months, and he helped us across the board, essentially with one main purpose: free up my time. These edits are so all-consuming. It's 12-hour days, 6 days a week. Sunday is my coming up for air day, but normally that's coming up for air while thinking about stuff to film for the next week. It's so intense that I needed some help. I couldn't sustain it by myself. It just got so much that I was like, I'm gonna crack unless I have help. So Tom came in to help us. And it was great. He freed up my time. I had weekends with the family. I got to spend weekends with the family without looking at it all through a viewfinder, and I loved it. But then we had to sit down with him one day and say, we need to ask you to stop coming in.
We've just brought the boys out to the park just to get them out of the house for a bit, because they're fighting quite a lot today. So we thought we'd take them out, and it's actually really helped. They're playing nicely now. I feel like I'm on the beach. And yeah, it feels like we're on the beach. The weather's come out quite nice. Oh, that was a really weird way to say that. The weather's come out quite nice.
Earlier this year, we had about a 6-week period where we had no brand work coming in, and that's how we make this sustainable. That's how we keep our lights on and pay our rent and buy our food and do whatever we need to do. We do that via brands that work with us, and we have some cool brands that work with us. We have some loyal sponsors, but we never know when they're going to work with us. Like there's no like guarantees in this world, and so you never know when you're going to get paid. And we had about 6 weeks of nothing coming in, and we just panicked. We were like, how can we pay Tom while not knowing when we're going to get more work in? Like, what if this keeps going for another few months? How are we going to do it? How are we going to sustain it? So we had to ask Tom to stop coming in until we got some more, brand deals come in. But then he needed something more regular. He needed something more sustainable. He couldn't just come in every now and again. He needed something that was more like guaranteed, and we couldn't give him that guarantee. And it makes me really sad for 2 reasons.
Rue's having a little scrabble around on the sand. Aren't you? Is that better?
Look at this time is. We run out of time.
It's quite an isolating job, this. You don't really have time to nurture friendships because I'm so busy working. So having somebody there I could talk to and converse with was just really nice to have. So I really miss having him around. But secondly, I miss the time it freed up. I missed having that time with my family.
I will try to save your soul.
Felt uncomfortable about it for quite some time, and I didn't know how to talk about it. I was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to go up and just say it how it is. We weren't in the position to be able to guarantee him regular work. I do miss him. I miss him loads. Anyway, yeah, that's the answer to the question of where's Tom.
I've got a new way to make him laugh. Watch this. See if I can do it. You folding clothes?
Yeah. I'm multitasking. Don't you always feel like it feels like you've just blinked and then we're sitting on the sofa filming the outro again? It's bizarre, isn't
By the way, just to let you know, I did a poll on Instagram for my shoes and a sock combo, and I think about 60% said I look like a twat.
I thought it would be higher.
But yeah, thank you for watching. Ow, that actually hurts.
You realise that every week when we sit here as well, the longer we sit here, the more our lounge gets completely trashed by then.
True.
I'm just looking around like getting heart palpitations. Like,
But yeah, Rufus has learned a few new words. Grayson's excited about school. Ow! We didn't get stabbed in London.
Mummy and Daddy are getting through life.
Don't do that. No more hitting me with these, okay?
We will see you all next week. We've got a little adventure planned for next week.
Oh yeah, we got a fun adventure planned for next week.
So it should be good.
This is my dad and don't listen to him because he's crazy.
Crazy, you're the crazy one. You beat me up with Corollas, whatever they're called.
Crayolas.
Crayolas.
Bye,